report by the European Union Observation Mission says the 2019 general election were marred by several security and operational challenges. The Election Observation Mission has now presented 30 recommendations to the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to improve the conduct of subsequent polls in Nigeria. This next report tells us more. Exactly 14 weeks after the 2019 general elections, the European Union Observation Mission has released its final reports on the conduct of the polls. The 106-page document stressed the need for fundamental reforms in Nigeria's electoral process, with emphasis on 7 priority areas, top of which is the need for a more transparent collation process and increased women participation.
The EU-EOM, therefore, recommend a strengthening of INEC procedures for the collation of results in order to improve integrity and confidence in the process. Second, and also in relation to the result process, we recommend that requirements are established for full results transparency, with data made easily accessible to the public. Nigeria has the lowest rate of women in parliament in Africa. And disappointingly, these elections resulted in another fall in the number of women elected in the country. We therefore recommend to introduce a legal requirement for political parties to have a minimum representation of women among candidates, and that non-compliance with this requirement be sanctioned with proportional penalties.
While the group commends INEC's efforts to simplify the electoral process, it notes that repeated cases of violence marred the credibility of the polls.
Our fourth priority recommendation is in relation with electoral security. The 19th election became increasingly marred by violence, fatalities, and intimidation of voters and INEC officials. The Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, chaired by INEC, included all of the responsibility security agency. It was not sufficiently effective. It didn't involve stakeholders, nor did it provide necessary information. We recommend that in the future it works more transparently and inclusively by holding regular consultation with political parties and civil society.
With over 700 petitions in court, the Election Observation Group advises INEC to establish a proper legal framework to address disputes arising from election results.
But there were overlapping jurisdictions and conflicting and late rulings. All of these created uncertainty in the electoral process. Therefore, to promote access to remedy and to avoid petitions being taken to different courts at the same time, we suggest that electoral tribunals are extended to cover pre-election cases. We also recommend more judges are appointed to increase judicial capacity. There is also a need for more training on election-related matters and improved case management mechanism.
Before the report presentation, the EU Observation Mission met with INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, who promised to implement the recommendations made by the group. INEC has also admitted that a lot needs to be done to ensure subsequent elections in the country meet international best practices.